These are going to be hotter than your mother-in-law when she was 18. We have just created the best beer snack ever. Now, cramming my hot nuts in your mouth isn't illegal. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make spicy hot wing flavoured peanuts. So just sit back, grab a drink or two, and let's get into it. Cooking time for this video is 1 hour, or for those of you who love to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 2-beer cook. Cheers! And don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share, it all helps. Now, to make the tastiest of treats, you're going to need some peanuts. The unsalted variety is what you want to be hunting down. So I dropped into Mick, my butcher out at Gippsland Premium Meats, and asked him for some nuts. He said I wasn't getting his, and I left. I did find this 375 gram of unsalted peanuts at my local supermarket. Never ask your butcher if he has salty nuts. What he does next may shock you. Smart, I think. Now, to prep these peanuts for this dish is a little complex, but I'll go slowly. Pour them into a bowl. That's it, job done. Grab a beer and go and relax. Okay, there's more to it than that. Grab a pot, and into it we're gonna add 1/4 cup of Frank's Red Hot wing sauce and 60 grams of unsalted butter and a tablespoon of your favorite barbecue rub. I'm using Atomic Chicken's jerk seasoning. Heat this up over a low heat until all the butter has melted and pour over the nuts. Stir this up, making sure all the nuts get covered. Now, I also like to add a little bit of salt now. Well, actually salt, pepper and garlic, or SPG. Sergeant seasoning on board for action. Enemy acquired, preparing for salt. Enemy advancing, reloading with pepper. They just won't stop, finishing off with garlic. Stir that in well, and then spread the nuts out evenly on a foil-lined tray. And pop aside while we get the barbecue ready. Today, I'm using a 57cm Weber kettle, and I'm going to be utilising the snake method because I want to be smoking of temps around 120 degrees Celsius. And how I'll do that is by carefully stacking briquettes in the Weber to form the snake. Taking your time and making it as neat as possible, that way you keep steady temps in your Weber. Then I'll add 12 briquettes to a chimney starter and light them up, and once they're all ashed over, I'll tip them on one end of the snake to act like a fuse. Carefully put the grill back in. I'll pop the lid back on, opening all the vents. And once our temp gets 30 degrees Celsius off our target temp, we're going to close down that bowl vent to about halfway. The temp will keep rising, but it will slow down and it should settle on our target temp. Who noticed I hadn't put any smoking wood on yet? Good to see not all of yous are fully drunk yet. It's time to ram our nuts in.
That's inappropriate.
Placing the tray on the opposite side of the lit fuel. Now add 1 chunk of cherry wood directly onto the lit fuel, as we want that smoky flavour on these nuts straight away. Now you will see a temp spike as that wood catches alight. Don't worry, it will settle. Just make sure you place the lid vent directly over the nuts, and that way you're drawing the smoke and the heat over them. Leave them alone for an hour. And for those wondering, it doesn't take long for that smoke to settle, and then you've just got thin blue smoke coming out. We are 1 hour in, and we can now get the nuts out of the Weber. Look at that colour, and the smell is intoxicating. We put these aside, and we're going to let them cool down for at least 30 minutes. As the heat makes the nuts soft, and no one likes soft nuts. Smut! Well, I think it's smut. After 30 minutes, they'll be fully hard and ready to go again, so don't stress. Once the nuts have cooled, find a suitable bowl and fill it with the nuts. Now, these hot wing nuts are perfectly paired with a cold beer.